Hi, this is Mrs. Amber Nabeel, and this time for the competition we have to make a brownie tower with two different flavored brownies. So I've decided my first flavor of the brownie to be fudgy double chocolate Oreo brownies. For that, we will be needing 2 cups of this cooking chocolate. We'll be needing 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 cup of butter, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of castor sugar, and that's about it. And yes, we'll be needing 6 eggs. You're going to love these brownies, but please, one tip, do not over bake them. If you want them fudgelicious, just bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes. And one tip to let them remain gooey and fudgy is that once they are baked, let them cool down slightly. Once they have cooled down, you can put them in the fridge and they will remain really awesome. And the best part about these brownies is you don't even need a beater or mixer. You can use your hands, so it's really going to be yummy. And secondly, if you don't like them cold, later on you can use the microwave to heat them for 10 seconds and they will become really warm and yummy and delicious. Now we will be using a microwave to melt 1 cup butter and 2 cups of cooking chocolate. So we are going to basically do it on increments of 20 seconds, then 30 seconds, and see when it's soft and can be mixed. So every time you put it inside for 20 seconds, you take it out and see whether it has melted and is soft or not. So let's do it right. As you can see, our butter and cooking chocolate have been completely mixed and melted. I did it 2-3 times in the microwave because my cooking chocolate was frozen. If your cooking chocolate is at room temperature, maybe once only would be enough. 30-second heating in the microwave once would also be enough. So it has to be smooth like this, like a paste, like I've made. 1 cup butter, 2 cups cooking chocolate. As you can see, it's so fudgy and delicious. I am basically a chocolate lover. I'm sure you all are. I love chocolate. We will let it cool for 5 minutes because it's really hot. So you won't mix anything inside it right now. We'll let it cool for 5 minutes only. While our cooking chocolate and butter are being cooled down, we are going to sift in the dry ingredients, which means the 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to sift it. Now we'll sift in 1 cup of castor sugar, now we'll add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and we are going to mix all this, all the dry ingredients mixed. And we will also add 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, that also. Then completely mix it. And then keep it aside. Now while we are mixing in the final round, where we mix up everything, we are preheating our oven for 20 minutes at 180 degrees as well. First, in all the dry ingredients, we are going to add the eggs and we will mix it. Now we will add the chocolate and the butter which we had melted in this mixture. And again we will mix it. Now can you see our mixture has become all chocolatey and fudgy, and it will be slightly thick because it's supposed to be gooey and fudgy. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We will again whisk it. Can you see the dark chocolate, double chocolate gooey mixture that has been made? Now it's going to be my favorite part. We've greased a pan using this with oil. Now we are going to add in the mixture. My favorite part. Only poured half of the batter because in the remaining half what we'll be doing is I will first be using these mini Oreos. I chose the chocolate flavor. You can choose any flavor you like since I really love chocolate. I want it to be double chocolatey Oreo, so I use these. I'll be using these, and what we'll be doing is you can use any flavor you like. Up to you, even the vanilla filled ones. Up to you. And they're so cute. We'll be placing these on top over here, on top of these. See, I've placed in 36 mini Oreos and I've pressed them down slightly. On top of this, I will pour the remaining batter. Now we will be putting it inside a preheated oven and we will be baking it for 20 to 25 minutes. Minutes are done, and as you can see, our brownies are fudgy. Even when we insert the toothpick, it will come out slightly dirty because that's how fudgy brownies are supposed to be. So you should not worry and don't over bake them, otherwise you'll spoil them. Okay, our double chocolate fudgy Oreo brownies are ready. And next, I want you all to think what will be my second flavor and type of brownie that I'm making. The second flavor and type of brownie that I will be making are known as butterscotch blondies. Yes, butterscotch blondies. For that, basically, before I introduce the ingredients, I would like to tell you about these blondies. They are not chocolate based, and the best part about these blondies is that the brown sugar gives it a butterscotch flavor, and these are vanilla based, so I'm sure you're going to love them. And again, we don't overbake these, only for 20 to 25 minutes. Otherwise, they lose their color and they become really dark. So we have to make sure. Now, the ingredients we'll be using for the butterscotch blondie brownies are 1 cup and 3/4 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of brown sugar, granulated one, 1 cup of melted butter, 2 eggs, half teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of white chocolate chips. Yes, so let's begin. Step is we'll be melting the 1 cup butter in microwave again for 30 seconds, and then we're going to mix in the 2 cups of brown sugar with it. So you do it for 30 seconds only, don't overburn it, okay? And if you feel it's still not soft, then again put it for 20 seconds or 30 seconds and then take it out and then mix it, okay? Now, as you can see, in 30 seconds our butter was melted because we had kept it at room temperature. So we will be pouring this. And to this, we'll be adding the 2 cups of granulated brown sugar. We will be mixing it, whisking it, mixing it roughly. We'll be whisking it and mix it properly. So brown sugar and butter will be mixed like this. As you can see, I love this caramelish color. Don't you? After chocolate, caramel is my favorite. Let this mixture slightly cool down, the butter and brown sugar one. Once it slightly cools down, then we're going to add the eggs one by one and also the vanilla extract. It has cooled down slightly, so we'll be adding 1 egg first, whisk it. Then we'll be adding the second egg and again whisk it. And then we'll be adding 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and again we are going to whisk it. I love this caramelish color that comes. Can you see it? Yes. Great. Okay, so now what we will do it, we'll use a spatula and mix in 1 3/4 cups of flour. And we will mix it. We'll add half teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of salt. And we will again mix it using a spatula. Now we will be greasing the pans. You can use a springform pan for this and pour in the mixture. And one more thing, for both the brownies I use these measuring cups, so you can also use these. Now we will pour in the mixture. It will be slightly mushy and thick, does not matter, but it will be caramelish in color, butterscotch kind. So we will again Let it bake for only 20 minutes, but you can check after 15 minutes also if it's done. Don't over bake it, otherwise it loses its color and it does not remain a blondie then. Okay, now my favorite part, we will be sprinkling these white chocolate chips on top of these. We'll sprinkle these. These, it's up to you, as many as you like. I use almost half cup right now, but I'll be using more also later on. That's why I asked you to use 1 cup of these. We'll put the batter inside a preheated oven, and again make sure just to wait for 15 to 20 minutes. Don't over bake them, okay? Otherwise the blondies will lose their color. Now as you can see, our butterscotch blondies are almost ready. Just 5 more minutes to go, and then we can take them out. Topping of the tower, we'll be using a lot of stuff. These crushed mini Oreos, these Choco 4 bunties, cream, Choctella, Strawbella, Bubbly Dairy Milk Chocolate, chocolate chips, Nutella, these cherries, these sprinkles, chocolate and vanilla sprinkles, and these multicolored sprinkles, these white chocolate chips, and we'll be using these brown chocolate chips, and we will be topping the tower in a very decorative way. Hi, I'm back. Now it's time to make some icing topping for our fudgy Oreo chocolate brownies. For that we need 3/4 cup of cooking chocolate. This is the cooking chocolate we'll be using. 3/4 cup of cooking chocolate. We'll be using half cup of cream. We'll be using 2 tablespoons of butter. We'll be using 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. We'll be using some milk chocolate chips. We'll be using some crushed Oreos. I'm using these mini Oreos packet. You can use whichever ones you want. I'm using the double chocolate flavor one. You can use whichever flavor you like. Okay, and last but not the least, we'll be using 3 to 4 tablespoons of water. So let's begin. First step is we'll be heating the butter and the cooking chocolate in the microwave for 30 seconds. And when it comes out, we'll see with the spatula whether it's smooth or not. If it's smooth, then we stop there. If not, again for 20 seconds or 30 seconds, we'll put it inside and then again use the spatula to see if it's a smooth mixture. You can see our butter and chocolate has melted and it's a smooth paste. Now I will let it cool for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I will be adding half cup of cream in it, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and milk chocolate chips, as many as you like, and crushed Oreos, whichever flavor and as many as you like, and 3 or 4 tablespoons of water. So let this cool down for 5 minutes. Don't put it when it's hot, okay? Right, welcome back. 5 minutes are done and our mixture has cooled down, the chocolate and butter one. Now in it we're going to add half cup of cream and we're going to mix it with this spatula. Okay, once we mix it, we will be adding 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Again, we are going to mix it, and once we have mixed this, once we've completely mixed it, This is how a smooth paste will be created. Can you see? I love this dark chocolate. And the name of our brownies are also double chocolate fudgy Oreo brownies. So this was much needed. Now we're going to pour in some chocolate chips, as many as you like. I love these, so I'm using a lot. You can use as many as you like. And some crushed Oreos, whichever flavor you like. I use the double chocolate one. You can use whichever you want. And we will mix this sauce. So you can see our crunchy, chocolatey, fudgelicious sauce is ready. Now we are going to pour it over the cooled brownies, which we kept in the fridge to make them more fudgy. Last but not the least, we will also be adding 1, 2, and 3 tablespoons of water, because this sauce becomes really thick. So to make it slightly thin, we'll make it, because with the passage of time it will become thick. As it cools, it will keep on becoming thick and thick. So that's why we add 3 tablespoons of water. You can see our cooled double chocolate fudgy Oreo brownies have been completely cooled down. Now on top of it, we are going to pour this sauce that we made, and we are going to spread it all over. As I said, this mixture cools down with the passage of time. So what we will do is, we will keep it again in the fridge and let this sauce cool down so that it can be fixed on top of it. Okay. So very neatly we are going to pour it out. You can see our double chocolate Oreo fudgy ooey gooey brownies are all set to go in the fridge now with the topping. Now for our butterscotch blondies, we will be making caramelizing. Yes, because I feel without icing my brownies are incomplete always, because I love icing. So I'll be using 6 tablespoons of butter, half cup of castor sugar, half cup of granulated brown sugar, 3/4 cup of cream, and we will be using, that's about it. But if you want, you can add any of the extra toppings yourself. It could be chips, sprinkles, whatever. But right now I won't be adding any of those. Okay, so let's begin. The butter has melted, so we will mix it with the brown sugar and the castor sugar, white one, and we will let it cool down for 5 minutes. First we will properly mix it and then let it cool down for 5 minutes. Now we will take a saucepan, and in it we are going to pour in this mixture of butter and sugars, and along with it we will add 1/4 of the cream, or half of the cream you can say, and we are going to heat it for about 6 to 7 minutes. We'll keep mixing and heat it. See, this butterscotch kind of a caramelly flavor is being formed for our blondies. This is our topping for the blondies. After 5-6 minutes, on low heat only, we are going to add the remaining of the cream and mix it for further 2 minutes. Butterscotch caramel sauce is ready. Okay, so now this is the close-up of our ooey gooey double chocolate Oreo brownies, and they are all gooey from the And you can see our butterscotch, chewy, vanilla-based blondies are also ready. We're going to cut them into half to show you